AM 1430 KRGI 105.5 FM. Good morning. I'm Brian Gallagher. This is Community Connection. Thursdays, we turn our focus to education. On behalf of Grand Island Public Schools, the guy that gives you all the information that you hear from the schools, directly, indirectly, just does a great job. Mitchell Roush, welcome back.
Hello. Thanks for letting me hang out.
Let's talk about some changes that have come. Maybe you've seen it, maybe you haven't, but they've updated their website. How's the transition gone?
You know what? It's been good. We're really excited. We're proud to have our updated website, our new online home. I know we chatted about this last month a little bit when we were finishing building it up, but it's been live for a week. The link is still the same, gips.org. That hasn't changed, but we do have a little bit of a new look, a little bit of a new layout.
It is amazing to me how, 25, 30 years ago, this wasn't even a concept. Right? The early days of the World Wide Web was more of just scientific exchange and governmental programs and top secret information. And now it's anything, everywhere, any time of the day. And you can reach it from just about anywhere, too, because of mobile phones and computers and so on. So all of this access is out there. But people have adopted it as part of their daily routine, and sometimes it's vital.
I couldn't agree more. And to that point, right, the access of everything and where we need to go to get information and resources or reminders about things, that's a big reason why we have an online home at the district. You know, I think every school district pretty much has a website, but for us, you know, we were at a natural transition point with our website vendor. We needed to make some updates, didn't cost any extra to us, but we needed to make sure that we were keeping up with the times and operating really well with our existing vendor and their new back-end system. But really what we wanted to do was we want to continue to iterate our website to make sure it is very easy to use on your mobile device, because like 75% of the people that are coming to our website are doing it on their mobile device. I don't think that's a shock to anybody, but we want to make sure that it's as mobile friendly as possible. And we also want to make sure that the resources that people need to access are easy to find. So that's what we've done with our updated website.
So ease of operation is obviously a big key, but with having the website out there and the continued use and then getting feedback, what are some of the other things that you saw or heard that felt were an immediate fixed need for this update?
That's a really good question. You know, so when in doubt, whenever we're doing anything, especially for our online home, because that is our hub for everything, for resources, curriculum information, news articles, you name it. If you need it from the school district, there's probably information about it on our website. So the way we like to think about it at GIPS is what is going to be the most useful and intuitive way for families that are new to the district to find what they need. Because we figure if someone's brand new to Grand Island Public Schools and they can relatively easily find what they need on our website in the language that they want to see it in, then we feel like it'll probably be easy for just about everybody to find.
That you hit my other question, because linguistics are diverse.
Yeah.
It has become part of life. It has become part of our community's character.
Yeah.
So do you feel like that has gone well?
I mean, that is an ever evolving thing. We are always wanting, and I think I could probably, I don't think this is unique to us. I think probably just about every public entity in our community feels this way, but we're always wanting to do better to accommodate language support in our district, in our community. Just for frame of reference for your listeners here, Brian, we have somewhere between 55 and 60 different languages of origin spoken in Grand Island Public Schools.
And I remember the shockwave when people were saying, well, there's 30 languages at the high school. Really? It keeps growing.
It keeps growing, which is wonderful. We're proud of what that means for us. We're proud of the diversity and the representation that we have. We have the world at Grand Island Public Schools, and with that comes a responsibility for us to continue to try to be better about accommodating language support. So to answer your question directly, I think the translation services and automated language selection that we have on our new website that's been live for a week is the best we've ever had in the district.
I would think that would greatly increase the usage, too, because people will go, I can find an answer.
We certainly hope so, because that's what we want. We want people to feel welcome, and part of feeling welcome at Grand Island Public Schools is feeling like they can navigate what they need on our online home.
All right, time for true confession now. When you put this all together, who was your top tester? Your daughter? And I know her daughter's come and visited with us before, and she's so sharp. She is so intelligent, but I can just see where she looked, no, Dad, you have to do this.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, I think anybody that's got small children would know, if you want an honest answer and aren't worried about your ego getting dinged, ask a kid and they will tell you. But, an awful lot of what we did is we talked to parents, we talked to some community members, we watched how people were using the website, watching how kids navigated at the high school, watching how our parents navigate it, watching how our staff members, board members navigate it, and then taking all the data and things that we've seen intuitively over the last few years and making small tweaks here and there. If folks visit our website, gips.org, they'll see that the bulk of our layout is very, very similar to what we had. The changes that we made were a lot of small tweaks to make it a little bit more mobile friendly, or to combine pages so we have a little bit less pages to toggle between. And then we added some really cool videos on there.
There are some great pieces of information that you can use almost every day. So it's gips.org.
That's right. Same website, same link it's always been. Just going to look a little bit different.
And again, you can access all of the schools. You can find out about activities. You can find out about calendar stuff. It's amazing the information that is out there.
It's all there.
So check that out. Speaking of activities, there's a lot of summer activities going on throughout the district, but one of the things that just got underway is the Summer Meals Program.
Yep, Summer Meals Program is going strong. One of me personally, one of my favorite things that we do each summer. It is just so cool to see how we're able to serve the community in that regard. So if you go to gips.org/summer, you'll be able to get all the information about the free breakfast and lunches that we're serving throughout the week at 5 of our school locations this summer. Free for children ages 1 through 18.
So be sure to check that out. And it's a slight difference from last year, but you'll find the complete list on the website.
Yep.
Some sites had some construction work and things like that. And, there's no need to dance around the orange cones. We do enough of that as it is.
That's right. And what's really cool is we're excited particularly about having Grand Island Senior High on the list this year. I don't believe in the last few years we've used that as a site for free summer meals. So with Senior High being so centrally located and being big, and also housing some of our summer programs this year, we're excited to see the numbers come in of how many students and families we're able to serve there.
By the way, congratulations to you and your team for some recent recognition about the work you're doing and getting information out, not only to the public, but also to media and things like that. And folks wanted to say thank you. So that's kudos to the work that you've done. And deep down, I know you've got some great people that you work with on a daily basis. So it never hurts every once in a while to go ahead and just pass along the kudos to them as well.
I definitely will. Thank you for the kind words, Brian. I'm fortunate to work with two of the coolest and best, most talented people I know, and we're in a good place, and it's just all about helping the community better know and understand our schools and our people. That's why we're here.
And we're here to help spread the good news, too.
Absolutely.
All right, Mitchell Roush, always a pleasure.
Thanks, Brian.
Good morning from AM 1430 KRGI, 105.5 FM.